Time
战点
marches on,
马
and
德
the
流王
age of a
吴
new
伯流王
king draws nearer.
Now, prepare to hear the race's next challenge. Let's find out where our fierce competitors are bound. To recap, the 20 candidates with the current highest approval on the King's Rock will be the only ones to proceed. All others will be
Hakuna moto inti yan siya.
disqualified. I'd say the results of the exhibition are sure to have spread by now. Let's have a look at the standings, shall we? In first place, the undisputed winner, bane of sea monsters and savior of the people, our very own Sanctifex Forden! And the traitor Luis in second, despite not actually
Traitor
being in
Luis.
the race. But in third, we have the warrior monk captain, Master Kido! Furthermore,
In the end, everyone but Luis is just representing the Sanctus Church.
What's your point? I dare say that's a relief. We'll finally be done with all this chaos. A return to normalcy.
Normalcy.
Normalcy. Funny how it's only the rich who miss how things used to be. But now Count Luis has the people behind him. He'll save the common man.
yes, we're all keeping our ears out for a response from Luis's faction. But we do have one standout who's seen a stunning jump in popularity since the exhibition. The lad responsible for exposing the sins of the Sanctoress Joanna. Valiant human slayer. Yes, it's the young elder.
Pak Karim.
Wasn't expecting that one. Nameless to famous in a single night. Just like that, he's in the top 20.
Oi, crier man, where's the windbag? The one what acted all high and mighty over a tiny human head.
Who? Oh, right, that Gladel or something. No sign of him. Probably saw the writing on the wall and dropped out.
So it really
Oh,
was
so ada
all talk.
tulisan kat situ. Baru perasan dekat
Disgrace
situ
to the
ada
roots,
tulisan.
hiding his inadequacy behind Luis's authority.
But the boy candidate isn't the only one in the spotlight. We've a rising star by the
Katharina?
name of
Oh, yeah.
Katharina.
The purpose.
Some big ideas, that girl. I hear she plans to put a price on every wealthy head if she takes the throne.
And what's wrong with that? If they're sitting on most of the kingdom's money, they can afford to hire a little extra security every day. Let them sweat it out.
Now here's a surprise. We've got a Mastari candidate still in the running. And my sources say they hail from, well, Verga Island.
A pagan island, eh? But they're filthy barbarians. Besides, nobody could compare to Lord Milo.
The final roundup's actually looking pretty diverse. We're just about ready to announce the next leg of the race.
Next legs of the race.
And that's the bell! Thank you for waiting, ladies and gents. It's time to begin the second round of the tournament for the throne!
Let's
First
go.
of all, congratulations to the 20 who have won their places on the King's Rock. You are now officially the winners of the first round. Let's give them a hand!
No sign of Luis. Even if he does plan to take over, suppose he's still not eager to play by their rules.
I haven't seen Juna this morning either.
I heard some noble say she had a job suddenly come up. Better that the audience doesn't see her with us, anyway.
Now, at long last, we are ready to announce their next challenge. This time, the task for the candidates is recovering and offering a divine relic!
A relic?
What? A relic?
Don't worry, we're happy to explain everything. You'll not want to forget this, so we've arranged for you to hear it from an unforgettable voice.
King?
To tell us more, please welcome to the stage our guide, our songstress, the lovely Lady Juna!
Her sudden obligation revealed, I suppose.
Chosen heroes! Your next destination is Altabury Heights, the capital of the Principality of Montario. You are to gather there by the deadline, with a divine relic in hand to offer the Sanctus Church. Tragically, there are still heathens in this land who choose to reject sanctism. They care nothing for salvation. They cling to strange idols, calling them divine relics, believing them gifts from their eldritch gods. But their rituals are unstable, and their relics just primitive
That is
magic
provocative.
tools. It is time we put an end to this misguided witchery. Take these relics from the pagan's grasp and bring them to the birthplace of
Tu pagan
sanctism,
kot yang masuk.
Altabury Heights in Montario. Please
Yang mustari
deliver them
man.
to their rightful place in God's hands. May all our aspiring heroes be blessed with good fortune and the favor of God. I pray for your success.
Got a real presence before a crowd, doesn't she? Positively plucks at your heart.
Focus, Iceland, focus.
By the deadline of the second round, Altabury will
Tekan
begin
finger
the festivities for the
Juna.
autumnal Montario Saints' Day. This two-day event kicks off on Saints' Day Eve, with the main celebrations on the day proper. And this year's event will be historic. His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden, will be personally sealing the collection of the pagan relics. To celebrate, the songstress Juna will be dedicating a ceremonial song. You won't want to miss this, folks.
Let's go.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, on my mark, let the second round of the tournament for the throne begin!
They're unabashedly ordering them to steal relics from pagan land now. That's plunder. They
Yeah,
would
wouldn't
steal
just
our very
think.
culture.
That candidate's a Mustari. Small wonder he's so aghast. Forden's stooping to a new low.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
By and large, the Mustari are a pagan people. Their relics are cultural touchstones, vital to their hearts and faiths. And Forden's just ordered us to loot them as we please.
But in our case, we won't even know what we're doing until Luis gives the order.
Either way, we're bound for Altabury. It's further east. We've a long trip ahead of us.
Oh, my shoulder hurts. I don't care if it's the Crown Theocracy. You'd think they'd ask me a little sooner than the morning of.
Still managed to put on a hell of a show for him. Lady Juna, Count Luis has sent for you. And you lot too, I suppose.
Looks like our first job's come in.
These men have me running all over. We're back, Lord Luis.
Funny, isn't it? Since the Gladell incident, you've been inseparable from this gang.
Well, one has to keep one's chauffeur in line, don't you think?
Hey, heard you got a gig at the Sanctus Festival? Good on ya!
Thanks. Though I don't know if it's worth celebrating. Seems to me it's to keep Lord Luis in check. Putting me on stage the whole time might keep you from crashing their Saints' Day party.
And if we try anything, they'll use it as an excuse to blacklist you. Just the kind of shite you'd expect from those Sanctist stooges.
You need fear nothing. It is Forden who now stews in his dread. That he seeks the divine relics is common knowledge. But who would simply give up an idol on par with a god's reverence? He has all but commanded that we take it by force. The king's magic ruined his schemes. You humiliated him in the public eye. And in one desperate final grasp for authority, the fool has placed his fate in my hands. Forden's game will soon end. Let us at least give him the finale he deserves.
What are you planning to do?
What are you planning to do?
What? Do you need to hear it repeated? I will give Forden his death.
And what of the king's magic?
You'll see soon enough. For now, you need only follow my orders. Your task is to obtain a certain divine relic on my behalf. The artifact in question is a lance known as Dracodius.
Dracodios. The Draco
Lance.
implies something to do with dragons, I presume?
Suffice to say, the lore behind this particular relic intrigues me. You will acquire it in time for Saint's Day, and bring it to me.
Pretty high stakes, my lord. You sure you want this crop of novices on the job?
Rest assured, my other agents have their own relics I've assigned them to pursue. I've no urgent need for this lance, nor for them, should they fail.
I'll go along and keep an eye on them, shall I? You can bet that if they try and run off with the relic, I'll put a stop to it.
You certainly are attached to them, aren't you?
Well, it's their first formal assignment in your service, after all. I can be your eyes and ears.
So be it then. You may act accordingly.
So, my lord,
Suspicious.
where can we find this fancy lance?
Find your clues elsewhere. You have nothing further from me. Prove you think as well as you fight. May we both find success in the pursuit of our shared vision.
Well, we are back at the inn. So far, the only thing we know for sure is that it's called the Dracodius. Guess we have got no choice but to go somewhere else and try to gather more information. Let's go.
Well met.
Hello, youngster.
You are.
Divine Lines, was it? There's some pagan crap in it. I'll go ask one of them, not Claymore like me, eh? So Mustari Man.
So foolish it arouses great pity.
Hey there!
Lovely.
Just can't stand it.
Kita kena jumpa pagan terus. Sekejap.
Alright then.
Benda tak ada lah. Dia ikut hari kot dia tu. That's why kita tak nampak sebelum ni. And kita termiss lah. The opportunity.
Dear me!
Mustari? No, I don't know anything and I'm busy, so I'll be taking my... You know, for a popular candidate, your information gathering methods are awfully amateur. Did you speak to anyone else before calling out to me? I'm gonna just talk to a couple people and expect to find... Macam babun lah.
Let's see.
Tanya apa salah? Alay.
Well met, eh? Wonderful.
Yeah.
Alright then.
Should be dalam tu, yeah. Tavern. Oh, tak bagi aku teleport eh? Huh.
Dear me!
Grand, isn't it?
Alright then.
Oh, tak bagi aku teleport. Maybe triggering something.
Wonderful.
Oh, itu boleh beli information kat dia ni kot. Oh no. Hurt no. Excuse me.
Pardon, but
Excuse you. Why address me while I am enjoying a meal? I am a customer of this tavern. I have no obligation to respond to any unfamiliar fairies. You want to know something? It's common sense to ask an employee first. Do you disagree?
Sure.
No, I don't. Well then, let's talk to the lady who owns the place, shall we? I'm glad you understand. Good day to you.
I'm just
Hey, listen! Huh?
I ever heard of a Divine's Lance? Oh, I have a question. Not sure if I'm the best person to ask about that sort of thing. No, wait. Someone outside was rambling on about that just a bit ago. Had a large mask on. Must have been Mustari. He seemed awfully bothered about it. I believe he mentioned something about taking a boat to the island. He must be headed towards the coast by the Merchant's Bazaar, wouldn't you say?
So...
All right, then.
Merchant Bazaar is...
Go ahead.
Here. Ini kan?
Yeah?
Guns are shite, he says.
Hey!
Suspicious. Ni kat sini ke? No? Oh, ni Seabury Street. Sorry about that, guys.
Alright then.
Let's go!
Macam bazar sini. Ding, 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 ding,
Young man.
ding, ding, ding.
What's this? Yeah?
What is this? What?
Wonderful.
Young man.
Young man.
Well met, eh?
Check this out.
Let me study over there. Geram dia.
I can't believe this. He would have them all take what they please. This same atrocity all over again. Damn him. And damn his crown theocracy.
Sorry.
He's in quite a state. Though I can hardly blame him, with everyone ordered to ransack his homeland. For now, how to approach him?
They have really crossed the line.
They've really crossed the line.
Wait. You're not with the Sanctus Church. One of the few who aren't, it seems.
I don't know much about divine relics, but I know all too well what it's like to see your homeland threatened.
The divine relics are symbols of our faith. More than that, they are the soul of our culture, our history.
Followers of the old native beliefs worship idols that are known to conduct magic, which they call divine relics. But unlike the igniters of modern times, they are primitive in make and function, and often dangerous. So said my studies, at least.
Oh, far from it. Divine relics aren't primitive in the least. That's just Sanctus propaganda. Really, it's the opposite. Most of these relics are powerful beyond belief, and igniters are just our crude imitations of them. If you'd ever seen one yourself, you'd know the difference. They don't call them divine for nothing. With powers like that, they might as well have come from the gods.
You're that songstress. Didn't expect to hear all this from you, after what you said for the crowd.
Well, a job's a job. But as I'm sure you're aware, pagans aren't the only ones oppressed by the church.
You really are well informed. And it sounds like you know something of oppression. Did you perhaps come from the Mage Academy?
Details, darling. I've seen abuse of powers before, and I'd rather not see it again.
The other candidates seem bent on taking relics by any means necessary. But you all seem different.
To be fair, we are looking for one. The only relic we know by name right now is Dracodios.
The Lance of the Dragon God. So that's why you came up to me. I suppose anyone would want our homeland's greatest treasure. The Lance is no secret we're trying to hide. Truly, I hope mainlanders come by the scores to see it. Our village is on an island in the World Tree's embrace, where the Dragon God sleeps. On a clear day, you can see it from this land.
An island across the ocean. You mean Verga Island, then? 'Tis a large island in the inland sea. Most of its inhabitants are Mustari, and it remains the only place in the land where Sanctism has not taken root.
I'm not out to abolish Sanctism myself. I just don't want everything we believe in to be destroyed.
So that's why you're in this race.
I thought I could change the world. And then I saw the truth. What a fool I was. I've not introduced myself yet, have I? My name is Edeni.
Edeni.
Take my advice.
Eden.
Forget about Dracodios. We can't hand it over, and you'll never reach it anyway.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? No ship would carry you there, among the first of many reasons. Even so, it's no place for an outsider. It's time I stopped chasing a fool's dream. I need to face reality. And if you're smart, you'll do the same.
Well, sounds like Draco Dios is on Verga Island somewhere.
Is there really no ship passage there? This is the biggest port in the kingdom.
'Tis true. His words reminded me. Thanks to both sea currents and cultural tensions, the only merchant ships passing Verga Island embark from Montario.
But Montario's on the other side of the bloody sea. You can't seriously be suggesting we go there first and then loop back to Verga. We'd never make the deadline.
Then let's ballywell conquer this inland sea ourselves. Ha ha ha! Don't worry, chums. I'm on the job.
Oh no.
You worried about Lady Juna? Actually asking this time, not just prodding.
Shut up.
Tell. You still don't trust them, do you?
How can I? We've only known them for a matter of days. Look, the whole Gladel mess, you really think they're innocent?
Then let's go with them, yeah? Me and you.
Ooh. Spicy.
You do whatever makes sense to you, Del. You know I'll follow wherever you go.
You never could keep your mouth shut, eh?
Ooh, jadi boat.
What the?
Dia boleh
Wait
berenang
a
pula.
second. You're not saying this thing can sail now?
Quite right. While you lot were hobnobbing at old Luis's soiree, I had his run all to myself. And believe you me, I got quite an eyeful. Came away full of ideas. After all, this old girl wasn't designed as a land runner alone. All about modular design, don't you know? Flexible jointage. So I did a bit of tinkering.
But why? We'd not even spoken of the island until moments ago.
Island Schmyland, milady. Look at the map. What's our shortest route to Montario, eh? A straight shot through the inland sea.
Huh. The man has a point. That never dawned on me.
Besides, I've kept my ears open, what? Here there be monsters and all that rot. You'll need more than a ship for these waters. You'll need a proper sea runner.
Oh, right. Eurus, you weren't at the exhibition, so you wouldn't know. Forden already killed the big sea monster out there. It had a huge head.
Really? Don't tell me you're making the trip in that.
Why are you two here?
Bodyguard duty, Lady Juna. We're along for the ride, especially since you're bound for some remote wild island.
These poor newcomers are working so hard and you still can't trust them. Or is it me you don't trust?
We're here on Master Luis's orders. I'm sure I don't have to outline the pecking order there. Or do you have a problem with us being around?
Rather, we're running short on beds.
Oh, don't worry. Del doesn't take up as much space as me.
Oh, belt up. Besides, you really expect this rust bucket to survive a night at sea?
If you don't like it, leave. Nobody's forcing you to come.
Looks like we're crewmates then. Not unlike a sea voyage for a bit of fun, yeah?
So we're doing good. Let's go.
This is a fine mess. Wasn't expecting them along. What do you think their angle is?
They probably still suspect us.
I agree. We definitely crossed a line with the whole Gladel incident.
Suppose that's that, eh? I'll do a last check on her amphibials, make sure she's shipshape. Give me a shout when you're ready. Ready to depart? Now then.
Sekejap, ya. Sebelum kita set sail,
Now what am I
maybe kita claim this one.
Hang on. Isn't that... Look! Besides...
Let's go.
Yep.
Now what am I to do?
This is Metals Day. Aku rasa tak ada bounty for now.
Welcome.
Let's...
Welcome.
Let's not.
You're right.
Welcome.
Let's not.
Tak boleh, ha? Okay. Okay.
All right then.
Uh, so maybe we just go to the next one, I guess. Kau macam suka hati je kita nak buat apa.
What now?
Ontario Saints Day. Ontario Saints Day Eve. I mean,
Let's go see.
I'm not exactly thrilled about Magnus brothers tagging along, but we still have to make sure we are well prepared of the journey ahead. Apa dia orang buat? Permission to display? No? Why? Oh, is it we can't do anything about it?
Let's go.
Can we do this? At least? If not, aku rasa memang kita kena... Oh, yeah.
Why, you?
Yeah, I cannot. Okay.
All right then. Let's go.
That's a little bit bummer, tapi... No, it is what it is. Let's go near us.
Now what am I to do? Well met, eh? You.
You godless elder. Oh, daripada sokong. Okay, let's go near
Ready
us.
to depart?
Good. Kan bau esok nak buat sebab aku nak shopping dulu.
Virga Island is this spot right here. Wonder how many days away it is.
It's 4 days.
Hold on.
Let's go then.
Oh.
Seems like an odd route to get the Virga Island. This region currents are direct pain, Miguel. We must go around and cross them lest they carry us off course. By my reckoning, it will take us 4 days and 3 nights, give or take. Oh, it's true. With Juna and her 2 thorns in our sights, tensions may be high. Well, nothing to do but move forward.
Tally-ho then.
As should I'll get us through these waves to Virga Island, gently as can be. Let's go! The new journey, guys! We shall take it. Woo! Kan dia akan berenang macam
It's
tu.
actually moving. A fine effort.
Was it ever in doubt? You're the master at the helm, my dear.
Virga Island, eh? Well, I can say it's wholly foreign to me.
'Tis a land within an archipelago where many Mustari live. I've heard their faith involves a special maiden of some kind.
How have they managed to avoid the church's influence? I doubt they've the manpower or arms to fend off the crown theocracy.
There's something there that could overturn history, as the Sanctists tell it. Something so damning they couldn't even afford their soldiers seeing it. So the rumors say, at least. Might just be a conspiracy theory.
As for this dragon god's lance, we shall need to negotiate.
If negotiations are even on the table.
Ugh, why all the fuss? Just kill them and take it.
Nothing else works, yeah. Keep it simple.
It's always kill, kill, kill with you two.
Hey, Lord Luis's orders. Don't need to tell you, do I?
Yet you'd impugn Count Luis's reputation with wanton massacre. Simple, was it?
Ugh, give it a rest. Are we there yet?
Dia buat macam tu kan. God damn, like a cat. It's a parapus though.
Ladies and gentlemen, feast your ears on this! The elder boy candidate seems to have crossed the channel to the island! On a gauntlet runner too!
Is he alright? They say the waters are clear amongst us now, but...
If he made it, that means my husband can go out fishing again, doesn't it?
I have to say, I expected at least one daredevil to try ploughing straight through the inner sea. but I never thought it'd be that boy.
That's the same lad who exposed that lady from Martira, isn't it? He's not bad.
But Verga Island's infamous people. Treacherous. Even the Crown Theocracy struggled with them for years. So how will this shake out? The festivities have just begun.
Just begun.
The Gauntlet Runner takes to the water in its new form, setting out to the wide open sea. Their destination, Verga Island, an enigmatic foreign land that not even the long arm of Sanctism can reach. Not all present now would count themselves as allies. Will this prove difficult, or something else entirely?
Nira speaking.
This voice is echoing out of the granophone. Ice Mist got his fishing gear laid out on the deck. If you are keen on learning, ask him. Cannot promise I'll stop it if you slip overboard though. So be careful, huh? Well, I see Ice Mist sometimes leaves fishing gear on deck, which you can use to fish, and the fish you catch can be used as ingredients when cooking. Okay, and Vijuna and those brothers around has certainly made the Gauntlet Runner livelier. Welcome back. Wisdom. I thought I finally got it up, used to the runner's motion, but waves are a whole new beast. I'd rather not look pathetic in front of those two brothers, but I'm afraid there's no helping it now.
Seriously.
I was wondering what sort of rubbish excuse of a ship I'd find, but got to admit, the insides are impressive compared to the rest of it at least. Siapa ada dekat dalam dapur? Ni kita masuk dalam pantry. Orgo sugar and briny salts.
Got it.
Mandi a little bit. Ada yang baru. Okay. There's no other people here. Ini dekat luar kot. Sweeter Than Poison, Curse, Love Ballad, and Secretest of Secrets recipe. Let's cook. Boleh masak apa yang kita belum masak lagi. First Love Ballad. Ini daripada Juna, I think. Rock beans, briny socks, and dream eater moth. Okay. And magical bread. Magical bread Sebelum ni kita buat apa? Benevolent bread. Mora Coney meat, briny salt dengan ring item moth. Kita udah buat salah satu je. 100 MP and cure hacks for all allies. All party members can duly grab MP while walking in dungeons for 60 seconds. Oh, this is nice.
Alright.
Nice, May. Oh, dia buat roti betul lah.
Understood.
Just skip je lah sebab animation dia sama, so it's not dialog dia mungkin berbeza sedikit je lah. I think that's it. Let's go here. Tak ada Mungkin kita memancing ataupun naikkan wisdom. Kalau nak, aku fikir pasal malas nak naikkan wisdom. Ini atas sekali yang ada 10 tu kan. Okay. Tan tan tan. Dan 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 dan. The sea breeze is perfect until you smell the fish and feel your hair. I'm quite ready to make landfall actually. Hello,
Speaking of.
Basilio. This is some runner your man's put together. Full of weird things that what I have never seen before. Spends his off hours working on the runner too, does he? Yes, indeed. Oh, hello. We're moving at such speed, it looks like I can still catch fish. No idea how that works. Perhaps they are have drawn by the runner's magla crystal, or perhaps they are just curious. Either way, I'm certainly won't want for entertainment on our way to the island. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Let's go. Let's
Understood.
fish.
The truth is,
Indeed, I thought I'd do some fishing, but I don't have any good bait. Don't you have anything that might work? Tailbait.
then
Oh my, tailbait. Those fish won't know what hit them. Let's cast. Let's go. Nothing biting. Perhaps if the bait were moving. Give it a wiggle. Waggle.
true.
Alright. Let me give it a try.
The fight is on.
But I'm stronger. You. Oh, seronok ah. Just look at this haul. All thanks to you, of course. Lord of the Lake 2. Ooh, okay.
Go.
Ancient and strategy lurk beneath the surface of calm. That's what makes fishing such a beloved pastime. The results hardly matter. In fact, don't bother asking how many I've got. Well, as much as I hate to say it, I think it's about time we call it a day.
As the sun dips below the horizon and the stars begin to reflect off the water's surface, the gauntlet runner reaches the shore. Lurking below the surface, in the black and fathomless deep, are the eager eyes of predatory hunters. But the party, safe inside their gauntlet runner, relaxes from the burdens of their voyage, gazing out over calm waters.
Shoal Camp. Just macam lagi tayang. Around 3 days from now, we are being watched, so careful with what you say. Oh. Imagination. All of them. Lumibi.
Quite.
Don't anticipate any monsters attack while like we see on land, but you never know. At best keep emergency lights on just in case. Though let's be honest, no run-of-the-mill monster could possibly capsize my sea runner. Gyahaha.
Got it.
If you think I'm gonna take my eyes off you just cause it's past sundown, think again. You want to try something? Go ahead. See what happens. Count Louis won't be asking me to justify myself. We clear? I mean, I was half thinking this dinky little gauntlet runner was gonna sink any second, but it did a decent job running today. And out of all of the candidates runners, this one's pretty fast for what it is, yeah? Not that I'd have set one foot on it without Lady Juna being here. So semua dah kat sini kecuali Aisme.
Alright then.
So we look at here. Aisme dekat bawah ni rupanya. Okay. Another one. You know what? Maybe with the Lady Juna.
Oh my.
Which is Pak Karim. I'm so bored and I'm just not in the mood to sing. It sure would be nice to have someone to talk to. We're calling the past and planning for the future with Juna. Maybe I can hone my imagination. Should spend time talking with Juna. Yeah, first time kita spend time dengan Juna. So now we have to find the Mustari tribe's divine relic. Isn't that fabulous? Calling this an absurd demand would be an understatement. But I must admit, if we cannot handle this, then Louis will never acknowledge us. We absolutely must succeed. I can shake my doubts. We can do it with you.
Yeah.
But
Of course. But don't forget, we are also relying on you to lead. You better do right by us. I'm just happy to have this opportunity to fight alongside you. Living under Louis's foot was a lonely place to be, you know. I've held my ground this far, though if I'm honest, I was scared the whole time. I had to talk myself into keeping a stiff upper lip, so to say. But being past that, I feel more hope than I ever have. I'm not alone anymore, and I have faith that we will save the prince. Let's go.
All right.
Oh, yo, banyaknya. Pakari. There's a lot of imagination. Sting up bleed is terrible for your skin. Blah 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 blah.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Draws nearer. Aku suka gila suara tu. I mean, tak terlalu dalam, but it's okay. It's
goodness.
His mugginess is the worst, my worst enemy. I don't mind the ocean, but being at sea makes my hair 10 times harder to manage.
Sure.
I know exactly what you mean. The salty air makes it so much worse. Hey, Hulkenberg, what do you do with your hair at sea?
Yes.
Find that the sweat built up by swinging a weapon quickly relieves one of my concern over such trifling matters. Speaking of, would you care to spar, Juna? Oh, I don't think so. I'm quite the wrong person for that, in fact. But tell you what, if I find anyone to help comb out these knots, I will see if I can find you a sparring partner. 2 more days until we'll be able to search for that lance. They say the island is barbaric, but I wonder what it will really be like. Like a virgin. Bah, this salt wind is getting into my fur. I hate it. Duduk dalam lah kan. Macam you cannot handle it. Gerak dulu. Boleh kata, I've got it. Protagonist slug increased by 1. Oh yo.
Got it.
Berak boleh increase slug. What? What do you mean? Oh. We've just finished the game. It was most illuminating. Sun washed out or no, it does us both good to sharpen our tactics together. Figured out you lot wouldn't be much use in the fight, but you are better than you look. Suppose you former knights are good for more than grandstanding and pretentious speeches. Kan nak mengair kot. Aduh ai. Kita tengok apa kita masak.
Alright then.
And siapa lagi balik? Tak ada. Kita boleh buat naikkan kita punya courage. You know. Oh hello. Ni percaya. Got pretty good kitchen here, not as nice as Louis's, but I'm sure I could still get a halfway decent meal going. Nak aku masak kan? Apa yang kita perlukan? Secretest of secrets. Okay, kita got the marble bluefin tuna, a lot of the lake, mellow milk too. Mellow milk susah nak cari lah, so let's go.
Okay, so
Juna recommend. Okay. Kita tak pernah tengok Juna, so kita tengok Juna punya. How confident are you in your cooking skills? If you are not, remember, there's no one way to cook something. I say a dish's true value comes from its individuality and its ingredients, of course. How boring it must be to copy recipes. I picked up ingredients with Juna. What's the selection we have today? Time to use my talents to their fullest and make only the finest choices. For our base, normally we would go with this, but let's be daring and use this instead, shall we? Yes, I'm on a roll today. The ingredients picked and portioned, all that's left is preparation. That's where you can come in, love. To fret, the stage is set, and all you need to do is put on the show, make your dish the star performer. And for the piece de resistance, a final ingredient of my choosing, sorry, but this one's chef secret, even to you. Oh, our dish is so nuanced. I call it secretest of secrets. It's our signature dish now, and not a soul in the world could replicate it. Let's go. It's a speed cooking, right? Nice. Okay. Patukah aku tanam?
Alright then.
Apa yang orang selalu buat? Tengok yang Traveler's Voices. Read from the bookshelf, went fishing, did weapon maintenance, did laundry, and cleaned the runner. Oh. Yep. Tak ada seed. Aku tak beli lagi. Well, later on I guess. Let's go read then. Top secret. Poetry, do not read. The future of magic. Okay, kita baca yang ni. Book blocks later spent to cover the cover, do not read. Something tells me this is Juna's creative journal. I haven't read it yet. It's probably something Juna wrote herself. It says not to read it, but doesn't that just makes you want to look inside more? Courage. Okay. Okay, good. I think that's good. Kita buat Brigita punya quest for later. Cluster of cryptic phrases and abstract drawings fill the pages. Was this written in some sort of trance? The difference between moonlight and starlight. The difference between me and you. The difference between love and romance. Inquiries like these flood the pages. I don't know why, but reading through this has got me to cold sweat. Shivers are running down my spine. Well, we can certainly say that artistic expression is a serious business for Juna.
Alright.
Rasa just one more we can get the next upgrade.
Come look at this.
You lot aren't going to believe the view I'm seeing outside. I'm hitting the brakes.
The gauntlet runner halts at a sandy
dari kat
hollow
sini.
that suddenly arises from the sea. The towering seawall. It is not an island or a reef, but a mass of sand expanding below sea level. There is no sign of a water flow. There are many places in Oceania where the laws of nature fail, but here it is especially evident. The surface drops as though it were gouged out. Still, best not to be distracted by the spectacular. Monsters roam the deep, and tales of people being dragged below are not uncommon.
Towering seawall. Huh.
Incredible!
Well, the sea's been splitting in two, and we are standing on the seafloor. Oh, okay, I understand. This is what Megla anomalies are capable of. It's the same principle that maintains the water sphere in Brawlhaven, but by Jove, this is on a whole other level entirely.
Oi!
Dal, are you sure about all this? This water ain't about to come down on us, is it? You cannot swim?
That.
Listen, mate, you'd best keep your nose out of places where it doesn't belong. Look, there is fish swimming in the wall of water. I've never seen such shiny fish.
Huh?
Hulkenberg, what are you doing?
Enough.
You are not thinking of spearfishing through this seawall, are you? I was merely considering how I would secure today's allotment of rations. She'd eat these weird-looking fish without a second thought. I suspect that weird luminescence is a defense mechanism. They gather together in the depths and shine to ward off predators. So weaklings that they are, they travel together in a group. Who does that remind you of? Must you sling barbs at every opportunity? It's exhausting. Besides, it's only natural for those lower on the food chain to seek advantages that compensate for weaknesses. I say, those shining scales would work as excellent dyes. Hulkenberg, Miguel, you be sure to catch some extra. I'll need a few specimens to dissect.
That is well.
As you wish. I shall catch enough that we could all dine well. I would rather you didn't. The supplies we receive in town more than meet our needs. Besides, the sky looks ominous. A storm likely approaches.
I see.
If that is the consensus, then let us head back. I feel not the least a bit of regret, I assure you.
Let's go.
He's got a point. His seawall might even collapse in the rain, and I'd rather not stay to find out.
Alright.
Wisdom, let's go. Wisdom aku jauh juga nak naik. Wina 3 jam sudah. Lambat dia berkirim terus. And here you go, lad, a drawing of the seawall. I made sure that the glowing fish were depicted as true to life as my hand allows. Decided to keep it a souvenir of the journey.
As the water sparkling in the setting sun
Kita akan bagi
begins to
dekat
lose the light
Maria.
shimmer, the gauntlet runner reaches the calm surface of the
Maria.
how to spend the evening hours.
What terrible rain. It will be a storm soon enough. Can this vessel withstand it?
Let's do it better than me, at least. Suppose we do owe Forden, if only because he handled that sea monster. Closure, etc.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Did we hit a rock out there or something? Back in a mo, I'll go sneak a look outside.
Those fool brothers are still abed, even in this tempest? Bloody Parapus. Almost makes one envy them.
Right, I heard. You aren't too fond of the Parapus. They both had horrible upbringings, those two. But they really do have kind hearts behind the glares. They've risked their lives for mine countless times. One time, I asked what I could do to repay them, and they came over all red-faced. We'd like to hear you sing, Lady Juna. Your voice is awful pretty, Lady Juna.
Is this a joke to you? You think an outcast Ujeef is in no position to speak ill of the Paripus?
What? No, I didn't mean...
Bloody hell, how does anyone sleep on this old bucket? You feel that shaking earlier? Huh? Could cut the air in here with a knife. What were you two on about?
How to get the lands. Just sharing life stories. Tomorrow's supper.
Everyone's life stories, I suppose.
Indeed. Talking about how I dislike the Paripus.
You and the rest of the world. Or do you think you're special?
We don't have to keep dancing around it, do we, Del? Why can't we be straight with them? Just come out with it, yeah? Tell him you still ain't sure that stuff with Glottel was on the level.
If even we're suspicious, there's no way Lord Luis hasn't worked it out already. Not that it matters to me, anyway. Still, I had to make sure, see for myself whether Lady Juna is on our side or not.
Come on, you two.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Ah! Something's out there! Look out outside! It's a monster! A great briny beast! Everyone to the deck, quick!
Uh-oh. Cuma sejarah makan sambil mengumpat biasa. Mengumpat Oh my god.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
What to do?
No way!
You having a laugh?
Seriously.
Raya dipabeli. Apa? Jangan makan maruku banyak nanti muntah.